It's another beautiful Friday evening here in northern Utah, and today, or tonight rather, we are going to hike up Birch Canyon behind me here. We're going to see how far we can get up the canyon and spend the night after looking for a good camping spot. Let's get started. Are you moving? Or am I moving? That's the question. That's right, you're moving. You're moving. Look out. Are you moving or no? You're just gonna stand there? I guess we're gonna stop for some cows before we get moving here. Right alongside the creek. And they appear to have quite large horns. Oh. Whoa. Oh boy. Whoa. I don't really want to get cornered by cows here. I think we'll end up taking a detour around these guys because I see even more up there. Yeah, I'll leave you alone. Don't worry. No harm done. So I think we're going to go up there and get away from the cattle. I don't think the cattle are up there. Well, we're above the cows now. Cattle. So the next problem is we got to contend with this slope here. It's really slippery shale. So I think I'm just going to scramble up to the top of that ridge. Hike along the ridge for a ways until I can get back down beyond the cows. And go from there. I made it past the cattle, back on the main trail, heading up the canyon to the east. But I've been hearing this thing as I was along the ridge. Now that I'm down here, it sounded like water. I think it is. There's a couple pipes in the ground. They seem to be randomly spewing out water, or some kind of fluid. So I'm gonna go and check it out. There's definitely a pipe in the ground. There's definitely a possibility of water coming out. But not really much seems to be coming out. But the wasps sure like it. I'm sure if the camera picked those up, but there are wasps everywhere. My initial guess was that this appears to be, Birch Creek appears to be a seasonal creek. So I assume that maybe these pipes were water pipes to supplement the creek in the dry times for the cattle. But I'm not sure, as they don't really seem to be spewing out any water. There's all the water we're getting, I guess. I made it to the spot that I'm gonna camp, right here next to the creek. Gonna set up my tent, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, the works, and then eat a little dinner. Some quick dinner here on this nice bench along the trail, right beside the creek. And then we're gonna hit the hay. Tent's over here, and a nice flat spot. I'm going to hope very much that we don't have any cattle that disturb my slumber during the night. That would be most unfortunate. There are signs of cattle, but not really any fresh signs, so I'm hopeful. We'll see how it goes, and I'll let you know in the morning. It is the morning now, and I'm pleased to report that there were no animal visitors, specifically cattle, that I heard last night. Camped next to this creek, running alongside the rock wall there. You can probably hear it in the background. Provided some nice background noise. So I didn't really hear much of anything, except for a couple birds and an owl here and there. Got a little bit cool last night. It's probably 55, 60 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So I'm gonna pack up the tent and head back towards the trailhead. We're gonna try this new method to pack up the tent. I've heard that if you just hold your fingers out and snap, the tent automatically packs itself up. So let's try that. Hold our fingers out here, and 3, 2, 1. Wow, that worked way easier than I thought it would. To be honest, I was quite skeptical about that method, but it got it down nice and fast. And I have to use that one again. For now though, we're going to continue up the trail. Cattle again. They were much further up than they were last night. So I had to scramble up this rock face here. Ooh, I'm gonna try and go around them. But I'm gonna have to get up there further, walk along the ridge for a little bit, then come back down like I did yesterday afternoon. Try and get out of here. Got about a mile and a half, more than a mile and a half to go. Move along. No, 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 no. Move along. Get moving. Get. You guys too, move along. Move along. That is the end of the hike. I'm back in the car down at the main road. Couldn't record any outro at the trailhead. There were a little bit of people milling around, so I decided to just drive back down the road. Speaking of the road, it's about a 2.5 mile long, single lane gravel road, pretty bumpy and pretty tight close quarters on both sides. So definitely recommend a high clearance vehicle if you're gonna go explore Birch Canyon. Overall though, it was a pretty good hike, except for the cattle. I haven't run into Longhorn cattle before, so it was a little bit different. They're a little bit more ornery than I guess just regular Angus beef cattle. There were quite a few moms that had calves, and there were also a couple bulls, so I had to stay clear of them for the most part. Twice I ran into the herd, yesterday and again this morning. I had to essentially go up the ridge, hike across, and come back down to avoid them. So I had quite a bit extra time, but well worth it to avoid death by cattle. The hike was pretty beautiful though. I wish I could have gone further up the canyon. So we'll have to do that, I guess, in another video. But thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you next time.